Welcome to Boys episode 109. 1 week closer to the end.
One step closer to the edge.
And I'm about to vote.
Oh, so good.
We're going to get to that in just a moment, but first, a few commercials. BoysPodcast.com. It's a hub of all things boys. There you will find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. BoysPodcast.com.
Boys Podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube. Rate, review, subscribe.
You can email us at damn it, every fucking time. boyspodcast.com.
That was 2 episodes ago.
I know. Leave your feedback, physical address. We'll send you out some stickies, some buttons. Hell, maybe we'll throw on a shirt.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
It's like the golden ticket, but with a cheap made in Bangladesh t-shirt, emblazoned with the Boys logo. It could be yours.
You'll love it.
Yeah, just email us. What's that email address again?
That's boyspodcast.com.
Thank you. Speaking of thank you to our sponsors, Anthem Brewing. You know what's real good about Anthem Brewing? We're trying out the new Pappy Burleson wheat.
I want you to do yourself a favor. Before you sip, sniff. Anthem Brewing. Before you sip.
It's good smelling beer. Oh, that smells like wine. All right.
Oh, and it tastes kind of like wine.
I'm going to try one of these jokers tonight and see what it's all about.
Pappy Burleson.
But Anthem Brewing, I'll tell you another good thing about Anthem Brewing. You know, we got the big vote coming up. Several votes. Well, you're going to cast your ballot. In that ballot is several votes, several things, several key decisions, several players in this game. Before I vote, I'm going to go drink about 15 of these Pappy Burlesons, drive down to the polls.
Nice.
Kill everyone there.
Oh.
Can I say that?
You can.
With kindness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to be so drunk and so happy.
So nice.
Hugging
Look
everybody.
at how nice he is.
I'm going to be hugging everybody. Anthem, thank you so much for all you do for us. FatBison.com. Speaking of a hateful man, this guy, we played Magic the Gathering online the other night, and he got mad at me.
Online?
Wow. Yeah, we fought. We had a fight.
You had a fight?
I bitched out a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I'm a sensitive boy. We all know this. And I believe at one point I was a little flustered, and I was like, Matt, it's not what you're saying is wrong. It's just that your delivery is really shitty.
I heard you say that.
Did you hear me say that?
Yeah, I was sitting, I was on the couch in the living room just like fucking around on my laptop, and I heard you say that, and I was just like, "Ooh, tell him."
I know. I felt he might have had a few drinks.
Yeah.
Few anthems.
Was he getting a little saucy?
He's getting a little what did I say? I didn't say saucy.
Lippy?
Salty.
Salty.
Yeah, that's my new favorite word to describe being just a little salty.
A little sodium mine on the other side of the phone.
Yeah. And you know, we had a disagreement. We're all good. That's what friends do, though. You know, friends fight. Friends make up.
That's what friends are for.
Friends play Magic the Gathering together.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Friends are friends forever.
But if you go to fatbison.com, tell him Boy sent you, he'll give you a deal on a high-quality wooden item.
Nice.
That item might be a sign. That item might be a piece of furniture. That item could be many things.
A wooden cutting board. Maybe a Ouija board. Maybe an
end table.
end table.
A bookshelf.
Maybe
all those good things.
Maybe a rustic. Why do people do this? Everyone gets their tombstones all done in granite and shit. But everyone's talking about this rustic mercantile. Let's do throwbacks. Throwback tombstones, man. Let's do this shit like wood.
Well, then they'll deteriorate.
Not if you weather treat them.
But that looks cool.
That does look
right?
cool.
It looks real good around Halloween time.
Haunted.
Yeah.
There's like one time a year where it looks great.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
Fat Bison, haunted tombstones.
I think that he's made pet tombstones before, which makes sense.
That's
The classic cross with like Fido or whatever the dog's name is on it.
No, the classic arch top pillar, you know, here lies IP freely, you know, something like that. See more butts, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm going to name my next dog.
I see butts. See more butts.
Lick more butts.
Licks more. Okay.
Sniff more butts.
Sniff more butts.
That sounds regal.
I'll just call him
Sniff more.
I'll just call him Sniffy.
Little
Be
sniffy.
great. Anyways.
Lastly, thank you for the donations and the feedback. I don't know what else. I mean, I'm overcome with the love in my heart for your love for Boys Podcast. So thanks.
It's a real good feeling.
It is.
Great.
We do.
nice.
I do want to take a moment before we get the show started to thank each and every one of you that have reached out, who listen, who download week after week. It means the world to us. You know, we do this for free. We do this for fun. You know, we like listeners. We'd appreciate listeners. We appreciate those shares, those follows, those donations, everything. So if you take the time to do just a little bit more than listen, which is enough. But if you do that little bit more,
a little bit extra,
thanks your way. Coming your way. From me to you.
Hey,
Boys Podcast.
We appreciate you.
Is here to stay. We do appreciate.
We do.
We do. We discussed that last week.
You know what else I appreciate?
What's that?
Personally, I appreciate that our state is growing up. We're taking off the little kid pants. We're starting to put on real britches. That state question 788 is next week. It's right around the corner.
I'll tell you what. Let's choke that rabbit real quick. Boys Podcast, episode 109. Hey, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
We're here. We're 3 boys in a room talking about all kinds of stuff. I was really searching for something that wasn't the obvious.
Sorry, you had me real like deer in headlights with that term. Choke that rabbit.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's something my grandpa used to say when I was a kid.
Choke that rabbit. It could mean a couple different things. It could mean, hey, let's kill it.
Let's literally go choke a rabbit. That's
no, I mean
one.
like,
no.
well, hey, let's just get her done. It's the old get her done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's. All right, man. We all got a couple more sites to go to. Let's choke this rabbit and get out of here.
Well, speaking of that, I remember as a kid, my grandmother talking about being a young girl raised on the farm in Atoka, Oklahoma. And one of her jobs as a young lady was to go out and kill
rabbits.
To choke every rabbit that she sees.
Damn.
No, to kill the chicken that they were going to eat that night for dinner.
Yeah.
As a young girl,
Like, 8, 9.
that's young for murder.
Yeah.
That's young for murder.
Well, meat is murder.
It is.
It's also delicious.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's also very good.
It's a fair trade.
David, have you ever slit a chicken's throat?
I would if I got to eat chicken. Are you joking me?
I think oh man, I don't, you know what? I was about to say I think I could do it.
Yeah.
But then it just like flashed in my mind the entire scenario. That classic meat cleaver, that cartoon butcher shop meat cleaver.
That gleam at the end, it goes bing.
And it's usually got a hole.
Yeah.
And I think, was that hole so you could hang it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't know if it was so you could like stick your finger in it and like whip it
Spin
around
it.
like a helicopter.
That's
Definitely
probably really
wasn't
safe.
for
real safe. I thought when I was a kid, I was wondering, 'cause it's always in all the cartoons, like, well, maybe the hole's there for weight distribution. So you can whip it down real fast.
You thought that as a child?
Yeah, well, like, and like, there's always the old school paddle, like to spank someone with, the classic fuck you from Days of Confused. But if you drill holes in it,
Yeah.
Then
More
it just
pain.
whistles. You're just
Yeah.
killing chickens and it's like,
same thing with the meat cleaver.
yeah.
You're intimidating an already dead animal.
Yeah.
By like, not only am I going to chop you up,
I'm going to leave whelps on your bottom.
on your ass.
Yeah, my grandma would go out and kill the chicken, and she told me how she did it. She got the meat cleaver, the big knife,
Yeah.
and you go out there to the chicken coop, and you chase one around because they run from you. They know what's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I've seen Son-in-Law.
yeah. You see that bright and shiny blade coming your way?
Bright and shiny blade.
You know what's coming, dude. Like, that chicken's about to see its fucking maker.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think the chicken
maker
understands that? Your chicken maker.
Is the god of chickens, does he look like...
He's
like
just a big egg.
Is he like...
No, I want it to be a fucking like a T-Rex because they're descendants of dinosaurs.
Oh,
No,
dude.
that's true.
I always pictured like being like Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh,
but,
shit.
But like less racist.
Regal. But
Yeah.
with gray beard, like Foghorn Leghorn dressed as God for Halloween.
Okay.
That guy.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll say that character
I'll
is
say it.
so racist. That is the racist ass character.
Is it the most racist cartoon?
I'm going to
though?
say so. Well, here, Looney Tunes in general was just crazy racist. I mean, Speedy Gonzalez, get the fuck out of here. Pepe Le Pew. So, okay.
So the
making fun of-
Frenchmen stink.
French.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But he's like rapey. Like all Frenchmen are rapey.
Dude,
Yeah.
if you went back in time, I wouldn't be surprised if our takeaway now in modern times would be, dude, Pepe Le Pew, more like Pepe Me Too.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, that dude is a rapist.
how are there not like Me Too Pepe Le Pew memes? With that girl, the girl skunk that was always real hot looking. They always
Yeah.
made like female animals look sexy. Why would they do that?
Dude, I don't know. Lola Bunny from Space Jam?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Would ya?
That's
Classic Wayne's World. Like, Remember when Bugs Bunny dressed up as a girl and was girl Bugs Bunny?
He's talking about transsexualism, though. That's way
true.
different than wanting to
Still
fuck a
because
female rabbit.
they made him look like, but now they still kind of made him look like a dude bunny.
Right.
But do you really? If you saw a rabbit outside, could you immediately go, "That's a male,"
I don't
without
know.
looking at its dick?
I'd be too busy choking it, you know?
I do think it's funny that like, well, obviously they couldn't do this, but you know, like, Bugs Bunny, no dong, right?
Yeah, just bare, like a Ken doll.
Neuter.
The what was her name? The Lady Bugs Bunny.
Well, Babs?
Yeah.
Well, it's Babs
no,
and Buster
Babs and
Bunny.
Buster. That's the Tiny Toons.
Montana Max has money.
But here's the thing: in that cartoon, the premise is that Buster, is Bugs Bunny's nephew.
Yes.
So
Right.
Bugs Bunny never had kids because he's got no dick.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
That sounded so mean.
is
I'm not trying to.
Bugs no genitalia.
Yeah.
Right. And then, but when they did the girl Bugs Bunny and Space Jam, boobs.
Large breasts.
Yeah.
Like why?
Like nice ones.
Yeah, like what? Why does this rabbit have boobs and an ass? Like, what are we doing here? Like, okay,
why are you sexualizing the female bunny?
It's exactly. It's like, it's weird.
So
I mean,
I got a couple results here. It says Lola Bunny, which is Lola was in Space Jam.
Okay.
But I don't think that was Bugs Bunny's wife.
No.
I think it was like his side piece, right?
well, he was trying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wasn't
you
he
know.
throwing game at her like the whole movie?
I'm sure.
Well, everyone was. It was a basketball movie.
Now we also have Honey Bunny. Honey Bunny, female rabbit, credited as Mrs. Bugs Bunny.
That's Bugs Bunny's. That's when he alter ego when he puts the dress and wig on. When he that's J. Edgar Hoover's himself.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But I think the premise of all that is him
That's
trying.
Lola. Yeah. What? Like,
Yeah.
Lola's a thought.
yeah. If you're listening,
wearing
if you're listening to
that
this
hair
right
over
now,
there.
She's
yeah.
an Instagram model.
Yeah, definitely.
That hair over there. That's great.
She'd be hawking like charcoal lip scrub nowadays, you
Dude.
know?
Yeah.
She'd have all the Insta followers.
She's pretty hot though, dude.
she looks like Cardi B.
I'm not. Yeah, I could see it. Or a Kardashian.
Yeah.
Dude, it's wild. If you guys haven't, like, if you guys forgot what she looks like, go look it up right now because it's kind of ridiculous.
Okay, so my memory was, I didn't remember her being that sexualized. She's got the hip out, like
Yeah, dude.
that's pictured like that. They're trying to fuck that
She's
bunny.
basically twerking.
Yeah, dude.
They're
let's
trying
be
to
honest.
fuck that bunny.
Yeah.
Anyway, who was drawing these cartoons though? A bunch of sad men,
Yeah.
right? I would say back in the day, back in the old racist days of the Looney Tunes, and even if the shows themselves weren't racist, think about this, man.
The dudes who drew them were.
Yes, it was created
No.
in a time of segregation and
So
vast racism.
Mad Men was a great show. It showed what went on in advertising firms in the 1960s. Now, make Mad Men a show about cartoonists from back in the day, and it's that same thing. They're just drinking scotch at their desk, drawing like, "Hey, how do you want this girl bunny to look? I'm gonna just give her huge cans and an ass," and they just draw her like, because there's no women in the office. They're just being blatantly sexual.
Like, I feel like one dude is drawing a lady bunny and someone walks up and just been like, yeah, I don't want to fuck that. Give her tits and a butt.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. And
Wait,
then they
hold
do.
on. Do you think he said give her tits and a butt?
Yeah, dude.
I like that.
For
That's like
sure.
some 60s talk.
Yeah.
Give that dame some stems and some
No, I like
cans.
this. I don't want to fuck that. Ferguson, how long have you been at the company? You know.
5 years, sir.
Okay. What do we like in this company?
Ratings, sir.
Good. What do people like to see
Well,
on a dame?
they like to see boobs and a butt.
They give it that head, tits, and ass. Now it's all of a sudden Al Pacino as. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't even know where the hell are we going with this conversation, man.
Voting.
Oh, you're bringing up killing a bunny to eat it.
Oh yeah, well times have changed. We don't do that anymore.
No, we do not.
And there's things that we should be able to do these days that
Like
we can't
draw
quite
rabbits
do yet.
over sexualized.
Well, we can do that.
Can't do that.
Want to see this binder I have over here?
Yeah, binders of naked bunnies.
Binders full of bunnies. Little topical joke there. State question 788. Man, this is the last episode before we go to the poll. And we cast our ballot and we make our informed decision on several things. But to me, in my personal cone of life, of my surroundings, you know, my world, my little world, this is the key issue this go round.
Yeah.
I know we got to vote some people, in and out and spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is the keystone, the hallmark, the pinnacle of the voting day on June 26th. If you need information about State Question 788, which is the legalization of medical marijuana, go to our boys' Twitter, @tweetsofboys. We have a pinned tweet at the top of our feed. Takes you to a nonpartisan website that you can see all the information, both sides of both real sides. You know what I'm saying? We went to lunch today, and I saw a commercial, an State Question 788 commercial.
So was it one of those, like, you see them all the time when someone's running for state senate or Congress or whatever, and it's like, this is a paid advertisement. I'm blah, 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 and I approve this. It's one of those kind of like shittily edited ones.
Here we go. State Question 788 is bad for Oklahoma.
That shit.
Yeah. And here's some of the takeaways I had from it. Now we're sitting here eating in a Mediterranean cafe.
Nice.
And that sounded way fancier than it was.
Yeah.
It was like a Gyro Subway. And I see it on the TV behind Josh. I couldn't hear it, but I watched it. And, with those commercials, I might go as far as to say that this commercial was aimed to a little older demographic.
Yeah.
Out of touch.
People who are scared.
People who are watching television at 12 o'clock noon.
Yeah.
Old people.
People who are watching local news at noon.
Mm-hmm.
Local news at noon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it was captioning itself, the whole commercial.
Making the news hard at noon.
Yeah. Here's some of the takeaway I had from it. It was like, if State Question 788 passes, your 18-year-old college student, son or daughter can grow marijuana in their dorm room.
False. No, they can't.
False.
That is 100% false.
Listen here, you fucking dummies. You can't even drink on campus.
No, you can't.
You think you're going to be growing weed like fucking young narcos in your dorm room?
Oh, hey, Grandma, when's the last time you stepped foot in a fucking dorm room? There's no room to grow weed anywhere. There's barely room to sleep and jack off without your roommate feeling you doing it.
Grandma and Grandpa didn't go to college. Let's be real. You never went. Your kids maybe went and then probably dropped out. Your kids are there, not putting weed in their closet.
No.
Dude, get the fuck out.
No, they're buying it from the white boy in the drug rug down the hall with one dreadlock.
Especially if your kid's a freshman in college, their dorm room is about 2 foot by 2 foot, and he shares it with one other person.
It's a fucking prison cell, man.
Yeah, there's no closets in there.
Probably usually no windows, man.
Your shit's built into your bed. Like, no.
It's not going to happen.
And then you have RAs and like campus police. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
That one, right off the bat, that's just a dumb one.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, it said, people will be able to smoke marijuana in public, including restaurants, sporting events, and something else. I can't remember, but it was just as ludicrous. Okay. You can't smoke cigarettes in the Chesapeake Arena.
No.
You can't vape in there.
No, you can't.
Will people vape some weed in the Chesapeake Arena?
100%.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Aren't
Who
they?
cares?
They're doing it now anyways when they go to it. If you're going to a show and someone has the balls to bring a vape weed pen and they doesn't get confiscated from them, they're definitely going to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying that the masses make things okay or not okay, but do you know how many people on my Instagram feed, like on my stories, are hitting vape pens or having them in the photo? Like some people are cheesy and like advertise that shit.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so hack. But like I've seen it so many times. Like you see the pipe in the background or you see the vape pen like in the shot or something. And so many times it shows people, I've seen people bust out vape pens. I hope I'm not telling on the rock and roll community of Oklahoma City, but guess what? It's already happening.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah. I mean, there's people are openly smoking marijuana. And how many states that it's legal now? They're just like chiefing up on their Instagrams.
Yeah.
Like it's no big deal.
But in their house.
In their house. In Colorado, you cannot smoke in public.
No, they treat it just like alcohol.
Yeah.
So if you guys, I don't think anybody that listens to this show would believe that bullshit.
Right.
But if you happen to believe that, like do the research. Like we've been to Colorado, California. We've been places. I've been everywhere, man. They're not going down the street in a jester hat, hitting a bong and like dancing around.
Yeah,
like,
the way they describe like what's gonna happen, it sounds cool, but like that's not No, we're not going to be just like rolling blunts on 23rd Street, just getting ripped. Just like, what up? Gonna go to the Tower Theater? Like,
But
no,
guess
dude.
what? I've done it.
Right.
When I was a younger man.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the times that a buddy of mine, Colin, we went to go see 311 at the Coca-Cola Event Center.
That was a good show, yeah.
And I rolled up a big fat blunt. I was probably, correct me if I'm wrong, Colin, I know you're listening. We were probably 18. It was pre-drinking days.
Yeah.
So that
We
was
were all doing dumb
20
shit at
years
18.
ago. So I
Yeah.
think the statute of
Limitations is up on that, yeah.
But anyways, we rolled a big fat blunt of some classic Schwag. You know,
Classic
that
Schwag.
that seedy, stemmy, dry goodness.
Just
you know,
Dry.
It like kind of gets you high after you smoke the whole thing. You're like, okay.
dude. I remember
It's like dehydrated weed.
yes, it's astronaut weed. I remember the days of Schwag.
If you smoke the stems, dude.
Oh, you got to do that.
That's what you tell your white trash friend that didn't throw in.
The crackle of
Exactly.
seeds and stems.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, those glory days. Excuse me. Resin. In those glory days of Schwag, you'd look at your sad little dehydrated, green bean that you had in your hand, and you'd be like, "Look, you can see it's Mexican red hair. It's got hairs in it, dude. Look, you see those hairs?" And it's like a piece of cat hair hanging out of it. Like, it was shit. Anyways, we rolled up a big old fat blunt, and we smoked it on the way to the venue or in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we totally spicolied my truck. Like, we opened both doors to get out. We like parallel parked somewhere awkwardly, and there was a cop like directing, and we were both just like, "Oh fuck!" When it was a little two-seat, two-door like truck, a small truck, like an old Ford Ranger. When we stepped out of that truck, we both like fell out of the truck like spicoli, and I know it was just like whoosh.
Yeah.
And we go in and we see the show, and guess what? We lived, we had a blast,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't do that now.
No.
Anyways, back to the commercial. It was just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the saddest thing of all, there are people that we know that believe that.
Yeah. They're uninformed. You have to get informed. Make yourself informed.
Are you voting?
Of course I'm voting.
Are you going to vote?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a call to action to all of our friends. To action. Regardless of how you vote, just go vote. Just go do it.
Yeah. Blaze the ballot, is that what you said earlier?
Yeah. Blaze the ballot.
That was a spinoff of what?
2018.
Rock the vote.
Rock the vote. Yeah. Blaze the ballot. Rock the vote.
Anyways, I think it's a big issue. And I know we've talked about it a few times on the show lately, but this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. So next episode, we're either going to be really stoked or we're going to be really bummed.
Yeah.
Because I think that this will help people. I think that this will help our financial situation.
Yeah.
I think it's a win-win. I mean, do I think that there are downsides of this law? I'm a reasonable guy. Of course I do. It's going to be pushed, and it's going to be, disrespected. The law itself is going to be
right.
There's going to be growing pains. I mean, like there is with like there is with anything.
Well,
but-
yeah, the growing of weed in your dorm.
Right.
That's what we just did.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you next week. No, just kidding. No, there will be totally
Yeah.
though. Like, all seriousness.
Well,
like,
that vote's on a Tuesday. Should we wait and when do you get results of those kind of things?
I don't know. Probably that night.
Yeah.
Well, then
We should live stream
do
it, dude.
Yeah, and live stream when it comes
Or at least
in.
record the episode as it's coming
Yeah.
in to get our real time reaction.
Yeah.
But sometimes those real time reactions can be really shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Like the night that our last president was elected.
Oh my God.
Now, not to make this a super political episode, we got lots to talk about.
Right.
But dude, the night that unfolded, dude, it was rough.
Yeah.
Like, liberal tears, whatever. It was rough, dude, because it started out so good.
Yeah.
It was the ultimate fuck you.
Yeah.
It was.
Where were you at when it was going on?
I was at home drinking wine with my wife, and it's on the TV, and we're watching. We're like, yeah, like when Barack Obama won the first year, you and I were together. I think we're doing a hour of power.
It's what you do on voting
Power
day.
hour.
Yeah.
I had just said 3 different ways of saying that fucking thing, but we did that. It's like I haven't done that since. Like, oh, he won again, great. But this one, I'm like, this is either the devil or maybe the most genius idiots of all time are getting in what you do. Either way, we were like, ugh.
Yeah. It was, man,
Pins and needles. Though.
it was painful.
Yeah.
Like it was rough.
I made sure I wasn't going to pull up any celebrity live stream shit or anything like that. It's like, because I don't want to. I'm just going to watch it myself. But I could have that feeling when it started getting closer and closer. But I'm just thinking like, man, there's so many like hurt, distraught people on the internet live right now. Like streaming this to fans.
Yeah, totally. Dude, there came a point in the night because it went pretty late. And, there was some dispute. No, maybe not. Mm-hmm. I mean, they really just had that rabbit by the neck and they were just strangling it.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a point in the night where I was like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Like, I know who's going to be running shit in the morning.
Yeah.
Or I guess a couple months later or whatever. But, oh, man. And, politics aside, that was just, it's funny to like be so excited about something or the prospect of something, I guess.
Yeah.
And then it just totally turning around on you. So hopefully that won't happen.
No,
this time.
that's what this local one. It's not. I really hope that it passes, and I have faith that it will. But I'm also realistic in that our state is extremely red, so it's not green yet, guys.
Well, there's, I don't know. I really want to think that it'll pass, but I'm not getting my hopes up for things anymore. So like, but I do know a lot of people that like are Republican that are in my family that are going to vote for the legalization of it, which is nice.
And that's what I think. I think that's going to happen. I'm not trying to be just like a blind optimist.
Yeah.
I do have glaucoma, and some things would help that. But I really think, I really think that there's a lot of conservatives and country boys, country gals here in Oklahoma, locally speaking. But I think you mess with them good old boys weed.
Yeah.
And plus, shouldn't Republicans be behind it because it's states' rights?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I don't want the federal government telling me, let the people decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we decide in the way that I want people to decide, basically.
I hope you do the thing I want you to do.
I do know some good old country boys that get fucking blazed. So I'm sure they're going to be like, all right, everybody hop into Billy Bob's pickup truck. We're going to go vote down the street.
But like we said earlier, like with that last one, that's the reason why we're in the situation we are now as a country is because people thought it was in the bag. And that, I mean, I don't need to go vote. So they didn't.
That's
like,
the thing.
Go fucking vote.
Well, that's the funny joke. It's like, okay, stoners, get off the couch and vote.
Yeah.
And that's why we're devoting time to this on our little show, because it's like, it is important. Like, go do it. Like, don't not talk about it. Mm-hmm. Don't just talk the talk. Mm-hmm. Go vote. Like, just go do it. No fucking bullshit excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No bullshit excuse. Yeah. Nobody that I know personally can't not vote.
Do this right now as you're listening. Get your fucking phone, because you're probably either on it or near it. And then, let's face it, you're probably scrolling Instagram while you're listening to this right now. Go to your calendar and set a fucking reminder to blaze the ballot.
Check this out, dude. I'm going to show you something super dope. Watch this. This is how easy. If you have an Apple phone like me, Verizon Wireless,
I want the same.
You go, hey Siri, remind me on June 28th to rock the vote.
Okay, just tell me what you want to be reminded about.
Hey, bitch. I was trying to tell you. I want to fucking vote. Remind me to vote.
Okay, I added hey bitch, I was trying to tell you I want to fucking vote. Remind me to vote to your reminders for June 28th, 2018 at 9 a.m.
Guys, it's that easy. That's all you gotta do.
I didn't know Siri. One, I didn't know Siri cursed. Two, I didn't know she was fucking Australian.
I set mine to Australian.
Oh, you can say
British.
Nice. You can do British, Australian, or American
Is it like
English.
ways where you can get fucking T-Pain to save your shit?
Sick.
No, that was a great T-Pain, wasn't it, guys? Anyways, that's the segment about State Question 788. Go do it so we can shut up about it.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
A lot. There's a lot going on.
You have had dare I say, young Boo Banks,
Yeah.
that you had quite a weekend.
I had a fucking weekend, dude. I had a really good weekend.
Why don't you tell it to us in a way that's pleasurable for the listeners? How about that for a change? Just kidding. I'm salty. I'm ready to vote.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
So the first part, I people might not care about, but it doesn't really matter. So I joined a band this weekend, and I'm going to be going on tour in September, like late September to the middle of October with this band called Planet What. We're gonna go it's like a East Coast tour up into Canada, which is gonna be rad. I've never been to Canada, and now I get to go and play music for the first time, which is fucking awesome.
You can get your visa.
I have a passport already.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
What? Hey, hold on. You're gonna get your visa to be there for 3 days?
Exactly.
Duh, I meant to say passport.
Yeah,
Oh.
what you probably meant was probably a work permit.
Yeah, whatever.
Your band probably has
I'm
one.
so 788'd.
Yeah.
Is that the beginning of the new term? God, man, last Friday I got so 78.
No, dude, hey, from now on, we're gonna smoke at 788.
Oh, damn.
All right, go on.
Time that does not exist.
Time does not exist. But yeah, and it was cool. Like, I haven't played drums for a band in a while, and
Did you slap some tubs?
Slap some tubs.
I don't know what that means.
As a drummer, you've never heard that?
I've heard
No.
slap skins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never heard slapping the tubs?
No.
Isn't that cute?
But yeah, that'll be fun. It's like some garage surf rock stuff, so it's like right up my alley. And then we finally released Icosalypse, which is my live play Dungeons and Dragons podcast, where I'm the DM, and my friends Jonah Momgareshi, Jeff Boyd, and Jordan Pritchard. That's how you say
Pritchard?
his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pritchard. They play in the campaign. It's like a homebrew campaign and stuff. And when this gets released, we'll actually be in the middle of a giveaway, since the release of the podcast. You can check it out on iTunes. Just look up Icosalypse.
Now,
on
let's
iTunes.
spell that. Can we spell that for the boys? And while you're looking it up, I'm going to say this podcast is great. I've previewed it myself. I'm so proud of you for putting the work and the real effort into this thing. And if you're into the things of the pen and paper variety, you like D&D, you like role-playing games, you like cool dudes. I personally know pretty much everybody in this.
Yeah.
I've met everyone.
You've met everyone.
Most everybody I'm friends with, I would say. Great things afoot. If you're in, big if you're into RPGs.
Into it. Yeah, and if you're not into it, then, that's totally cool, totally
And just
understandable.
don't listen.
I will say this, though. I am not a fan. I like playing it if I can. I mean, it's the new poker, right? It's getting drunk and smoking cigars.
Right.
And
good save.
playing D&D.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Until 788.
Yeah.
It's a good time for your friends to come over at 788.
Yeah.
But I do love Harmontown, and I love listening to them live do D&D. Like, it's the fucking funniest thing. If you got people who know how to do their characters and it's fun,
Yeah.
and not just they don't take it super serious. Like,
Yeah.
actually, you rolled for a negative. So
Yeah.
that's not even a thing.
With this, it's fun. Like, it's like a rules light. It's like sort of like a term, but I mean, I've created the world that they play in, and to me, it's like a serious thing. Like, I've been working on it for a while, but I want them to have fun, and we joke around and stuff and have fun. But yeah, well, okay. So if you want to check it out, go to iTunes. The name of the podcast is Icosalypse, and the way you spell it is ICOSALYPSE.
So pretty phonetical.
Right.
Can I ask you what the name means?
Yeah. So
Because I thought you first said Icepocalypse. I was like, one, that sounds like a dope fucking name for a metal band.
Right. A bed and metal band?
Yeah.
A bed and
That's what
metal
it sounded
band.
like you
Yeah.
said, dude. Bed and metal. You get to sleep, and then you get to get blasted to Slayer at 7 in the morning, dude.
Icosalypse pretty much. Icosagon, I think that's what it's called, is a 20-sided polygon.
Okay.
Which is the 20-sided dice.
Isocahedron.
Yeah. And then the
Nerd.
and then
actually,
and then lips, it's like half apocalypse, which actually means like realization. So that sort of plays into the campaign, which
Nice.
you'll find out later on, like how that plays into it. But
I like that name. It's a good name.
thanks. But yeah, we're on Twitter and Instagram and all that jazz. But if you want to go listen to it, like I said, it's on iTunes. Reviews would be cool, but just like if you like it,
Rate, review, subscribe.
rate, review, subscribe.
Yeah, reviews would be cool. It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it just started, so I mean,
You're building it up.
I'm super stoked about it. We have worked really hard on it. And
Hey, from podcaster to podcaster,
Yeah.
it took Robbie and I. We've been doing this 2 years now,
Yeah, over 2 years, yeah.
and it just seems to grow like an erection.
right.
Like it's not, you're not just flaccid to hard. It's a slow burn, but once
Yeah.
you get there, if you can maintain that.
yeah.
You start feeling the throbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When I think of Boys Podcast, the first thing I do think of is an erection.
Well, I think that if I had to pick an avatar or like if I was designing a football helmet
Yeah.
for Boys Podcast,
Yeah.
I think there would be a dick in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
Like a penis football player
there would be a penis.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, are you saying like a penis, like
with a
I think-
helmet.
I think a penis that has balls for feet.
There's a helmet.
and then a helmet on the helmet.
Yeah.
and he's got little tiny arms, and he's like he's going for the touchdown. He's running.
Yeah.
Where he's got the classic like touchdown handout, and one ball is up this way. That's got to be a fucking tattoo somewhere on someone's fucking
Totally.
yeah,
But you know
body.
what? The thing I always hated about the am I gonna say it right? Anthropomorphic. What is it?
I think you got it right the
Anthropomorphic?
first time. Anthropomorphic.
Okay.
Anthropomorphic. If not, someone draw that and tag us on Instagram.
Yeah. The thing about that kind of penis, that kind of cartoon penis, a man-like penis, I always hated how the legs were the balls.
Yeah.
It's like you're wearing hammer pants. Like you're running around with two like giant balloons on your legs.
Yeah.
No. What I'm thinking is like, so it's almost like a stick to the wall dildo. Like it's a dick, but then you turn it upright on the ground. So the balls are technically like when you draw clown shoes on somebody, your balls are flattened out.
Okay.
Like clown shoes.
So the balls are the tops of your feet.
Tops of your feet.
Okay,
And then
fair
the dick
enough.
is and then the bottom of your, whatever you said that thing is called, at the tippy top of the bottom. That's where the face goes.
Okay. So underneath the
The eyes, and then it's making perfect sense in my head.
Okay, hold on. You have to draw it for us. But are the eyes kind of like, are they sleepy eyes under the buttress
Yes.
of the underside of the head? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I tried to look up like a tattoo of a football player penis and Google like an idiot. I straight up
did you
put,
Google football player penis?
That's
'Cause I'm sure
exactly
you
what
get-
I did. That's exactly what I did.
boy.
And I got a bunch of soccer pictures that are just like super weird. Yeah.
Not penis playing football is what
No.
what I would have Googled.
Yeah.
I just imagine like Deion Sanders with his dick hanging out, looking
Yeah.
like Snuffleupagus. You know?
I'm dumb. But
All
that's
right,
what I did.
Enough dick talk.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, Josh?
Great. I have a thing I haven't had in a very long. I have a sunburn.
Dude.
You don't think about those until you get them. Because you're like, this is a thing in the past. I got sunburns when I was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then as a grown adult, you think that the thing you put on your body to protect you from the sun is going to do its job. But it does not do that. And then you wake up. It's not like...
Hold on. You put sunscreen on?
I did.
So did I.
I sprayed.
Really?
I used the
Oh,
spray.
that's where you guys went wrong. Did you
I
spray?
know. You gotta go cream.
I creamed and sprayed.
What?
I have a theory.
I said enough dick talk.
Jesus. No, I think that it's a total fucking dad thing, especially somebody like my father, to say the line thing I'm about to say. You know, those products you put them on, they actually make it worse. Like
How
the
is-
sunblock doesn't really block the sun. It just like they're in cahoots with like the Cancer Society.
Right.
Like no, put this cream on them. It's gonna actually make it worse.
I was hoping you were gonna say they're in cahoots with the sun, and the sun is just like "fuck you" and just burning us on purpose.
I got your back, son.
It's like,
Fuck
hey,
these people.
Joe Coppertone here. Is this the devil? You in charge of cancer? Send me to the cancer department. He's getting a kickback from the devil, dude.
Yep.
Sonning with the devil.
Dude, kick back from the devil sounds like a country song.
God. I want us to make a record, and that's just what it's called.
Kick back from the devil.
So dope.
So you got a pretty bad sun.
It's pretty bad.
I'm looking at it right now.
We're in the dark and you can see it. That's.
Well, I'm looking at it now, and I looked at it earlier in the light, and you are red, dude.
Yeah.
Like you got some real red
now I'm
spots
just
there.
doing to pray for no peel. Pray for no peel. That's my fourth album.
Cool.
Okay. What, singing about bananas or something? What was your the worst time in your life that you've ever been sunburned?
I was gonna ask this. I'm so glad you asked.
Cool.
The year was 2006, and I was at Lake Texoma with my family, and we were on the lake all day, literally all day, and I did not put sunscreen on once. My back was so sunburned that on my shoulders and the top of my back, I literally had blisters for 3 days. They popped on
Were
my
they
back.
like pussy?
Yeah, dude.
Pussy, like
Dude,
real
yeah,
deal,
dude.
like boil blisters.
Like my ass was fried, dude.
Gross.
Like the sun was like, we're gonna make your ass bacon, and that's what happened to my back. I couldn't wear shirts for 3 days, and I was round, like
Big guy.
I'm not
Look like a burnt ham.
Yeah, I'm not any smaller. I'm just taller now. So it's like, yeah, dude, my back was
you were like a young teenager at that point.
fucked. No, I mean, I was probably like 12.
See, that's what I'm worried about with the blister thing. Because like when I was a kid, I'd get sunburned all the time. Because I was a fat, pasty white kid who just didn't know how to put on sunblock properly.
Fucking same, dog.
So it's just like, so the sun would hit you, and it's the blisters where if you do have a shirt on, you can feel the blister pop, and
Yeah,
your shirt
dude.
starts sticking to it.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
It's gross. Sunburns suck. Fuck the sun.
No, so here's the thing: like you did, your parents should.
I
have
love
put
that band.
Some parents should have put sunblock on you.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing: parents aren't going to do that.
No.
I mean, but the thing, you were a teenager, so you had the agency to do that on your own.
I was a young teen. I was 12 or 13 tops.
Still old enough to grab that copper tone and give it a
Still.
good squeeze.
Yeah. I mean, if I have kids and I have a 13-year-old who has a sunburn, I'd be like, well, you think you know everything. And look at that. Now you don't. You fucking idiot.
What you do is you let them burn.
Yeah.
You let them get one.
burn.
Let them get
Let
one
'em
good.
burn.
Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get one good burn in before you get skin cancer. Like we're gonna assume that.
Yeah. Oh, I got
one
it.
solid burn.
Yeah.
Dude, I got burned so bad. I was probably 13 years old.
Yeah.
And got dropped off at Whitewater,
Okay.
which if you're not from Oklahoma, Whitewater Bay is a water theme park. It's
Yeah.
a
It's an
water
amusement
park.
It's a water park.
Yeah.
park.
It's a titular water
I
park.
really like
Oh,
that you said the whole thing,
Speaking
though.
of titular,
Water
I
theme park.
absolutely loved going to Whitewater as a
Young-
child because tits were just
Dude.
out. And again, sorry, ladies, I'm not trying to offend. I'm saying if you're 9, 10 years old and there's just those
rock hard, just 80s tits.
No, I'm thinking
you
like
know?
no, I'm thinking of like the bathing suits that were back in the day. It was a lot of bikinis.
Yeah. String bikinis.
Or that
Thongs.
gladiator one piece that just goes over
Borat.
the Borat. Like, damn.
Yeah, dude, I went to Whitewater in the 80s and early 90s. And it was like straight up like banana boat bikini team or whatever it is, you know, like it was skimpy.
Yeah.
It was real skimpy. And I loved it. I've only been to Whitewater a few times in my life. I went one time a few years ago, and to be honest, like I wasn't really into it because guess what? These tits don't see the sun very often.
Well, no,
like, I got burnt that day.
I drove by Whitewater on my way here tonight on the highway, and I'm looking at it, and there's just people going up. There's people. It's a weekday, but people are there hanging out because it's summertime. And my thought was like, it's right by the highway. Like when you're a kid, like you're in this magical world of thinking. But then I can imagine being 36, sitting on one of those fucking click, clack, click, 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 click. Those like full long things. And then like, oh, I'm just going to relax here for a little bit. And then you just hear semi trucks going past you. Like, it takes you out of it. Like, this is a water park and a parking lot by a highway. That's all it is.
This isn't the bay.
Yeah.
I'm not at a bay.
No, you're at
I'm in a commercial zone.
you're in a public pool. You're in a glorified public pool.
Okay, now let me clarify here. Not to say I wouldn't go back to Whitewater. I foresee a Whitewater visit in my near future.
Well, Six Flags, not meaning to cut you off, but Six Flags bought it. Six Flags just bought Frontier City and Whitewater Bay.
What?
They've always owned Whitewater Bay and Frontier City. They've always been like children companies.
But then why am I hearing about it right now? I just heard about
Frontier City and Whitewater Bay are owned by the same company. Company that owns.
Maybe they're gonna
I
take
think they
over
got
like
bought out. But
yeah, maybe they're gonna like take it over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
actually
a
make it a real
franchise or
fucking-
something. Yeah.
Which
That,
would
okay,
be,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
But
sorry.
They were they were farm teaming. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Frontier City and Whitewater Bay were farm teams for Six Flags over Texas.
Yeah, I think they just bought him out. I mean, like, which makes sense. I mean, like, the way that like sports is working here and people are moving to Oklahoma City. Yeah, of course, Six Flags over Oklahoma is probably going to be super tight.
And they'll give it like a cool, like they'll give it like Heartland or like Six Flags Heartland Express or Heartland.
Yeah,
something.
yeah, dude.
totally.
It's going to be tight.
So let's go back to the 90s.
Okay.
I'm at Whitewater Bay. For some reason, I just had the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song in my head, and that's probably pretty true to the point. So we get dropped off at Whitewater Bay at like, man, I think they open at 10.
Yeah.
Let's just say 10.
Yeah.
So we get dropped off at like 9:30 to wait in line, because back then there was there's probably still lines, but there was a line.
Yeah.
And we get dropped off. We don't get picked up until the sun went down.
Fuck.
No sunscreen.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Drunk mom forgot to throw that in the bag. Yeah, not good. I think I also had like $1.50
Your mom dropped you and your sister
and a friend.
Yeah. She just left you at the park
Yeah,
all day.
with $1.50.
No parents.
Nope.
Oh, so you didn't even eat that day.
Dude, I was just on titty patrol all day, dude. Head on a swivel, man.
Robbie, did you even spend that $1.50? Did you pocket that?
Oh no, I didn't spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, how old were you?
I was like 10.
Yeah, so you were-
I was between 10 and 13. I'm gonna say it's a little foggy.
You didn't even know that abuse was happening.
No.
You were just like,
No.
oh, sick. I just get to be here all day. And she was like, yeah, pick you up when the sun goes down.
Dude, I was just young, dumb, and full of sun.
Yeah, dude.
Well, you know what's right next door to that is that Henry Hudson's that's been there for a number of years.
Well, so we're there all day.
Fucked up.
Oh, I know where that Henry Hudson's is. Trust me. Well, I rode by it looking out the window longingly for many years. You know?
Henry Hudson's is fucking disgusting.
No, but so we get dropped off. I maybe have $2 in my pocket of my swim trunks.
Yeah.
And dude, I got home that night just exhausted, completely. I was like petrified.
Yeah, you look like a lobster.
Oh.
Like a cooked lobster.
I wake up the next day.
How did you sleep? Did you sleep with just blanket, just a sheet?
Well, that's the thing about a sunburn. The day you get it, you don't really realize it. Like, think about this. I got home at dark in the summertime.
Right.
So it was pretty dark outside. I was tired. I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning. Dude, my back felt like a football because of like the cracking and dryness. Like, like the grain on a football.
Yeah.
It
So
felt
was
like
your
that.
sheet stuck to you then?
Yes. I Superman myself.
Superman Nano.
Yeah. Dude, it was so bad. I could not lay down for a day or two.
Yeah.
2 days maybe. I had to. Okay. So my grandma, I had a headboard that was like a metal, like a wrought iron, I think it's called.
Wrought iron, yeah.
She queued this up for me. Like, she pulled the bed out from the wall. That way I could lay against the wrought iron, which was the only thing that felt good because it was kind of cold.
Yeah.
And then she kicked back one of those box fans on the wall, so it
Blow
would
right
blow
back on, yeah.
up to my back, and she would come in and just fucking slather me down with aloe.
Nice.
And so I would lay there, and that's how I slept for 2 days.
Cricks in the neck and all that.
It was horrible.
Oh, you don't
dude.
get cricks in your neck at 10.
That's true. Yeah, it happened.
You could sleep like a fucking noodle wrapped around a fork.
I don't know how I just slept on a floor as a kid for no reason other than falling asleep in the living room. It's like,
Yeah.
I was going to sleep here tonight.
It was so bad though. But man, I haven't had a sunburn like that ever again.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a serious sunburn in years. I think the last time I got a sunburn was the last time I went to Whitewater, and it was not it tingled,
Yeah.
but it brought me back because I hadn't felt that feeling in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I'm a man of the indoors.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the air conditioned, climate controlled environment.
They call him Robbie AC Man.
Yeah, they call me Robbie basement dweller, but man, I got that feeling again. I was like, oh God, I remember that.
Getting flashbacks
Mom.
and shit.
No, I totally.
That's my exact feeling. Because like you don't feel it when you're, especially if like you're in a pool or an aquatic thing. Like if you're out in the woods and you get a sunburn, or you're out wherever you get it, that
You're only getting the sun if you're out in the out hiking or something. You're only getting a sunburn. You're getting a farmer's
you get a
tan
farmer's
burn.
tan.
Farmer's burn.
Farmer's burn.
A farmer's burn, which isn't that bad.
No, but
you
like
know?
I was in a pool, and in a pool you wear a jacket, like you wear shorts and like no shirt, and you're in a, and you don't feel it because it's cold water. Like this is nice.
Yeah.
But you're not realizing the water's reflecting, or the sun's reflecting off the water. It's hitting you, and then you don't realize it until you get home. You're like, I think I may have got a sunburn. And you wake up and you're just like, fuck me, man.
The whole top layer of your skin peels off and shit.
Not yet.
I got sunburns.
I haven't got that yet.
I got a sunburn on my the tops of my hands.
I got that too.
I have a sunburn too.
Hold on.
My back is red. It is fucked.
Did it make your hands feel like they were just a little bit harder to close?
Yeah, a little crispy.
Yeah, we started calling you feel you felt a little bit of a tingle on the top. Like,
Yeah.
That's probably not good.
Dude, no, that's totally not good. Think about it. The sun is trying to kill you.
It's radiating the shit out of you.
If you did that for 3 more days, you might be dead.
Yeah.
If you never went in, if you just stayed at Whitewater with your $2 and a boner for 3 days.
Well, first you might pass out.
True.
And then if you bake on the ground, then you wouldn't even feel it. You just be
You just
What a
look like
way
a
to go.
T.
What a
on
way
the
to go.
ground.
He died doing what he loved.
Looking at rock tits from the 80s, you know.
That's a show. I think it'd be Rock Tits from the 80s.
I wish I'd watch it.
It's just
Like
a
a good
show.
80s tit.
What's the
It's all female.
what's the
female
terrible
musicians.
dudes? Yeah. Well, see what I was thinking.
Rock tits.
What's the terrible dude from Poison? What is his name?
Oh,
Brett Michaels.
CC
Brett
DeVille?
Michaels. Brett Michaels. It's just a show about how his boobs fell.
Do
you
you
know?
It's just like him, Meatloaf, like
Dudes that age back like dad tits now.
But it's also like it's like a
Rock
mashup.
Tits of the 80s.
But they also like it's their road to recovery, and it's like a cross up with the makers of Botched. So they're like in the or my
Plastic
600-pound life. Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing that I like about Meatloaf is because he's sort of just like he didn't have any of those stupid ass shows. He just he was just like, no, I'm always going to be fat, and then later on I'm going to look like a dad, and then I'm going to be on Tenacious D, and that's
Before
whatever.
that though, I'm going to be on The Apprentice.
He was on The Apprentice.
Oh,
Oh,
are you
then
kidding
never
me?
mind.
He-
No.
dude. Oh,
He was in Fight Club, guys. Come on.
Well, he was in
that
Fight
was
Club, too.
okay.
famous for the tits.
Yeah.
Speaking of tits.
Yeah.
Oh, famous for the
Yeah,
tits.
bitch
Mark
tits.
Normand. You Normand. You Normand.
did I?
the word.
Oh,
yeah, bitch tits. He was on Celebrity Apprentice, dude.
God,
And
that sounds sad.
When this is over, I'm going to stream you one streamy
Okay.
of the Meatloaf Meltdown.
The Meatloaf
Was
meltdown?
it coined the Meatloaf Meltdown?
It is
now?
now. But do you know that country band Big and Rich?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the guys, I think Rich, was on there. And he like they're doing a painting for some like benefit or fundraiser or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna make this short and sweet because I want to show it to you, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen this. But somebody steals Meatloaf's paints. Like they take their finger painting, I think, to make it even worse.
Like a kid?
Yeah.
Like a sunburnt fat kid staying indoors because he can't go outside because he's peeling and boiling? Finger painting.
Yeah.
And somebody accidentally, or I don't even remember the premise, but
Yeah.
Meat's paints go a-missing.
Who took my goddamn paint by numbers?
Oh, dude. We'll watch it. We'll watch it real quick
All right.
after the show. But yeah, I implore you, if you're listening, look that up. Meatloaf. I think it's called, fuck it. Google Meatloaf Celebrity Apprentice, and I guarantee it'll be
Yeah.
the first result.
I bet.
Dude, it's insane.
I'm excited.
Okay.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Because I thought Meatloaf was cooler than that.
I like
Nice.
Good save. Yeah. Not that he was cool, but he was cooler than that.
Yeah, good save. So I went to my dad's on Father's Day this last Sunday, and it happened again. It happened again.
What happened again?
I call my dad the night before, and I'm like, I'm verifying. I'm just verifying the time. I mean, I know the place.
Mm-hmm.
Verifying the time. Doing that classic 30-something child that doesn't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Need me to bring anything? And that classic dad response, oh, you can bring some ice.
Grab bag of ice on your way in.
Listen, there's nothing that makes you feel like you don't matter in your family if you're not bringing a dish or a child. You're like, yeah, loser, you can bring some ice. Hey, bring some cups. You ever had that happen?
Yeah.
Hey, bring some plastic forks and one of them bricks of napkins. It's like, oh, cool. My sister gave you a child. I'll bring the napkins.
Dude, fuck yeah, that rules,
it
man.
Does rule.
No, Sonic sells 5-pound bags of crushed ice.
That's where I get the ice, dude. They have a Sonic right by their house out in the country, and they got that Sonic ice, that classic little
crushed ice.
That's why they
ice.
ask you for the ice, because you already didn't fuck up and like accidentally like have a kid or something like that. So now you get to bring the gnarly ass Sonic ice that everybody wants.
No, everybody's eating that ice.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, they call me the Ice Man.
Well, here's the thing. It's not like going to a gas station and dropping $1.25 on a bag of ice.
Yeah.
Sonic ice is kind of expensive.
It's like a $4 bag of ice. Yeah.
Worth.
Premium ice.
Yeah,
That's
premium
good
ice.
That's that good. Some of that good frozen water that's free.
That you could make yourself, you lazy dad.
Yeah.
Anyways, so no, the other thing that was coming was, you coming by yourself? And I was like, yeah, my girlfriend and her daughter, they had to go home the day before. So I was like, yeah, I'm coming by myself. All right, why don't you stop by and get your grandpa? And I got to thinking, I was like, dude, I was gonna prescribe, and I was gonna blast some dope music on the way out there, and now I have to sit in silence, for 40 minutes.
No, yeah. And did you have like a quick moment where you just go, I could easily just say, I was actually had some errands to run on the way in. I was gonna,
dude, my grandpa lives 0.5 miles from me.
But like, if you want, maybe I wanted to go stop at some garage sale. I got to go do some business.
Dude, he loves to garage sale. Dude, it's Father's Day. He's my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to.
That's right. Yeah. You can't go, hey, tell Grandpa to go fuck himself because I want to get fucked up and drive to White Zombie More Human Than Human 8 times on the way there.
Pretty much. No, I totally appreciate you looking out for me.
I'm just saying, you could have said
so funny. Hey, on Father's Day, snake the fuck out of your dad's dad. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah. Damn. Dude, the sack that your dad's sack came out of, that you came out of.
The only thing shittier that would be to roll right up next to his house, roll the window down, and as he's coming outside, just go, fuck you, Grandpa, and just drive off. I'm all human now, human.
No, seriously.
That's the 30s.
No, dude, not even that. You roll by, you roll your power window down, a cig hanging out of your mouth, and you just flip him the bird when you're driving by.
You could come if you could drive.
Yeah.
And then you just drive away.
He's 92 years old.
That's such an old dude.
He still drives.
He shouldn't be able to
He
legally.
lives by himself, completely self-sufficient.
Nice.
The dude's got it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not going to live that long. So props to Grandpa.
Yeah. You have to drive him anywhere.
Think about it. That'd be you living another 50
Jesus.
something years. Like, I don't want to do that.
I'm not going to live that many years, let alone that many more years. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
But so we talked about my grandpa on the show before and his lurid tales.
Papa Harris.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a smooth criminal, if you know what I'm saying.
He's a dick slinger. Is what he is.
Huh.
He's a 92. Well, it's not hard.
Right.
It's literally slinging around. Just around.
He gets in my car. And I hadn't seen him in a little while. I mean, it's sad that
you turned the white zombie down.
Yeah, I did. And he got in the car. Dude, we weren't 50 feet from his house. And he lays into me with the sexual talk.
Oh my God.
Again.
I don't want to talk to any
with
old man about sex.
So did it go? How you doing? Good. How you doing?
Yep.
Good. Well, the lady came over and played with my pecker for a fight.
No, so I back out of his driveway and I make my way towards my dad's. And as we're exiting his neighborhood, he's like pointing at houses and he's like, yeah, I got a girlfriend that lives right there. Bill Clinton. I don't know.
I got a girlfriend that lives over there.
He's like, then I got a girlfriend that lives over there.
What?
He's like, yeah, and I got another one that lives over there. And then he's like, yeah, that one came down the other day and she got naked in my house and got in my shower. and said, Everett, come here, come help me. And I walked in there and she was naked as a jaybird in my shower. And she asked me to get in there with her.
What a badass.
Yeah,
What did your
dude.
grandpa say?
Dude.
He said, well, he's like, no, I don't. He's like, no, I'm not going to get in there with you. And then he was like, then she got out of the shower and went and laid in my bed naked and said, Everett, come here and help me. And I've told the story of my grandpa's pervy tales before. And who knows if he's fucking making them up.
I've never
Like,
heard any of these.
yeah.
This is amazing.
Well, he goes,
Oh, grandpa's got tails.
oh, dude. And he goes, yeah, I got in bed
Tails
with
from
her.
almost the crypts.
He's got a
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I was gonna
I
I was gonna
line
say
of the
he's
show.
got heads too, but you nailed it,
Dude. So he talks about getting in the bed with this woman and that
How old is she?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I would probably around the same age.
She's like 40.
She's like 4. And she got in the bed with him and he was like, yeah, he said, when you get my age, Rob, he goes, you better use it while you can because when you get my age, your pecker just doesn't work. He said, but boy, I still love playing with boobies. He said, he goes, and this is when you know he's getting old. He goes, I lift them up. You never,
I rolled them out.
yeah.
You ever had
Like
to
2
lift up-
tortillas.
Yeah.
I spatulaed him off the floor. And I rolled him. He goes, I picked him up and I like to suck on him. And I like to put him in my mouth and suck on him. And I was just like, and I've heard some of these stories before. There
Yeah.
were some new stories. There were some little retellings.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was a little old, you know.
Yeah.
But it was blowing my mind, dude.
See, that's
Classic
the kind
reruns.
of thing that I feel like,
Antenna TV.
like, I feel like people that are like my age or a little younger talk about like, you know, just like dating around and like, you know, just like having multiple girlfriends or whatever. It's like, I feel like they're like, oh yeah, I'm living it up, doing all this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, they don't have shit on your grandpa. Your grandpa is that, but like professionally.
Here's the thing, though. The neighborhood that his grandfather lives in is a community that I would totally live in now because I know it's going to be quiet.
Yeah.
No one's going to bother you.
He lives
And-
on a real quiet street.
Real
Yeah.
quiet street.
Well, it's
I
quiet because
guarantee
he's fucking banging all the girls
It's
there, dude.
all widows and widowers. I fucking guarantee it. And your grandpa's the hottest man on the block. He might be the only man on the... Think about that.
The last man on earth.
No, it's like a sci-fi movie where your dad can't understand. Like, why are all these women wanting to have sex with me? And find out, I'm the only man on the block.
Yeah, because no one's going out anymore.
No.
You're going next door. I wonder who lives over here.
Well, dude.
Oh, it's a dude.
No,
And
no,
then-
they
and
seem
then
to-
she's calling all of her neighbor lady friends that she's
they're on
been
a phone line for
and they're just like,
sure.
A landline.
yeah. Oh, he picked up my titties the other day. You
Like,
know
what?
I mean,
He did? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to get in his shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's like a key party for
Yeah,
old people. You know, it's
dude.
like, hey, just go get in the shower. Just go hey, Josh, try this. Go get in an old lady shower and see what happens.
She will kick me out of that shower.
Maybe
Or
shoot you.
fuck, I don't
Yeah.
know. Who knows?
It's a chance I'm willing to take.
It's a floppy tit toss up. Who knows?
He was blowing my mind with this stuff, man.
Yeah.
And this is a man. You know, my grandmother, God rest her soul, was a godly woman. I was raised in church with both of them. And now I'm driving my car out to my dad's on Father's Day, and my grandpa is lecturing me on titty sucking. Like, that is, dude, talk about a twist.
A titty
What a-
twister. That's a titty twister.
What a twist, though. Like, you think my 12-year-old self walking around Whitewater sniffing thongs with a boner, like, you think I'd ever think that my grandpa would be talking to me about sucking tits at 92?
Well, that means that he was doing shit younger. Like, I guarantee. Okay, have you seen pictures of your grandpa when he was your age or like in his 20s?
Yeah, he looks like me, but taller.
Prime age. So he was just slinging it out.
No, he wasn't, because he told me also that my grandmother never gave him a blowjob, ever. He said that he
Well,
got
they
his...
had to have had sex to create.
I talked about this on a previous episode, but just to reiterate, and he told me again on the way out to my dad's, he said that my grandmother did not like to suck dick, that she never sucked a dick, and he got his first blowjob at the age of 90 years old.
That is insane.
By a fucking neighbor lady.
First
Oh my
BJ at
God.
90.
He said
That's another MTV reality show.
He said he was laying in bed, and apologies if you heard this before, but he was laying in bed and one of his little harlots, one of these old sluts.
It'd be called I Love the 90s, by the way. Just so you know. One of his little sluts came over and just...
One of those old whores came over, and he said that he was reading a book in bed in his underwear.
Like you do.
Yeah, like we all do.
Yeah.
And that he felt something wet between his legs.
I bet he thought he pissed himself.
Or he died.
First he was
Here
like,
we go.
oh, God damn it, I pissed myself.
Yeah, that's what he said. He like lifted the book up and he goes, her mouth was on my penis. He said, that's the first time that's ever happened to me.
Oh, my God.
To which was followed by, your grandmother never went down. He didn't say went down. Hey.
Went down. Your grandma never slobbed mine out.
Me and your grandma never smushed, you know? No, he was like, your grandma never did that to me. He
Your
said,
grandma wasn't no chicken head, that's for sure.
chicken head. Jesus Christ. First of all, that term.
Is it bad to say?
Okay.
I always thought chicken head was like a girl who sucked dick.
Right. It is. But look. It's a dick. It took me so long to realize what chicken head meant.
Well, there was a rap song that was played on the radio. It was just chicken head.
I just thought it was slang for like a hood rat.
Yeah,
a
she's
hood rat.
A hood rat. That's another shitty term for a woman. A hood rat.
What does that mean, though?
She's a ratty ass.
Okay.
She's down. She's down.
A hood rat. I always heard that. I get those flag girls, and me, I get the hood rats. I think that's from Skilo. I wish I was a little bit taller.
Yeah.
I'm showing my street cred here.
Yeah, he gets the Whitewater Bay fly girls,
yeah.
like, or a literal fly
the
girl.
J-Lo, yeah.
He gets the river runoff that just hangs out.
The hood rats.
The hood rats.
See, I always thought it was something about the clitoral hood. I thought it was like it was a woman with a certain kind of anatomy.
And it looked like a rat.
Well, there's like a rat nose, and
She got a splinter pussy.
those two yellow teeth sticking out of like a hooded meat curtain.
You went too deep. That's what happened.
They call me Robbie Sum 41
because you're in too deep.
That was a real good way to bring that conversation
That was
to a
really
halt.
good. Do you want to hear about my worst sunburn?
Yes,
Never got to
I'd
it.
love to.
I was probably around your age, is why I wanted to bring it up. Imagine, if you will, a short, pudgy, white, really looked like a, what was the Addams kid?
The Addams Family kid.
Pugsley.
A real Pugsley looking kid. He's at a church camp hanging out, but he stays out too long. You're just out there, no supervision. You're not putting anything on you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing. It's like the first night camp. You go lay on that shitty bunk that's almost the mattresses are almost like for babies. Like, so if you pee on them, it's okay.
Wait, was it like one of those like fold out?
No, like they built bunks into the wall.
Okay.
So it's like wood slat mattress, wood slat mattress, wood slat mattress. But the mattress, like it would make that like crinkly noise.
Yeah, that like plastic
shitty mattress, twin mattress.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have my little sheet, my little thing over me, and I wake up with these. Yeah, it's just stuck. Mine was cotton. It's just stuck to me, and I go to the shower, and it's just
peel your shirt off your back.
It felt like I was growing scales, like from my shoulders all the way down to my lower back. It's the worst fucking feeling ever. And then for like the rest of the week, my mom and other female family members try to do matriarchal home remedies. Like, no, you got to do this. You got to do this.
Oatmeal bath.
Oatmeal bath.
But that was poison ivy.
You got to rub it down with like a castor oil or some sort of oil that soaks into the skin. Like, no, just put some fucking camphorphenique on my shit.
Just go to Walmart and get me some fucking aloe, you bitch.
Yeah. Drench me in aloe. Yeah, that was mine.
I like to imagine like a 10-year-old kid just like on his back crying, and his mom's like, oatmeal bath. Give me some aloe, you bitch.
No.
I'm dying.
No, Gertrude, you got to lay him down and cover his back in pennies. Which might feel pretty good if you have a sunburn.
Oh, what you got to do is you got to boil some cauliflower. Then you got to leave it in the refrigerator overnight, and then you mash it up real good, and then you just kind of throw it at him like baseballs.
You bring over a hood rat and let her feed it to him.
Only way to get rid of a sunburn.
Well, I think it's safe to say that I might never be sunburned again.
After this one, I'm putting my foot down. I will never be burned again.
I won't be burned again.
No, I'm not. I'm not stepping
at summer. No,
I'm not
36 and I'll never be.
I'm not stepping outside again. I'm a bubble boy life where it's like, don't, because when you have any inkling of a sunburn and you step outside, as soon as that sun hits you, it feels like the sun is looking at you going, yeah, bitch, what? Because it reheats the burn.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's
You
like-
feel that?
it's
Feel
like-
that shit?
It's like, it's my ass. That's your ass.
It's like putting a cooked meal back in the microwave. It
Yeah.
doesn't take an hour again.
No.
It takes a minute.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
You're good.
It's already cooked.
It's just
warm.
gonna like,
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop. Every time I walk to my car, I'm like, oh no.
Dude.
I do
so
not want to
bad.
Superman myself at night.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think it's a good time to end it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
One more time. Get out and vote. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Let's see those good results coming in. Oh, you know what? Before we go, I have to read something from the internet.
Oh.
You guys kill some time. Talk about something cool. Go.
You put me on the spot. Josh, what do you want to talk about? By the way, I like your shirt.
Thanks. This is another reason why I
Hey,
wore
the
this, like,
hamburger called. He wants his outfit.
hamburger call.
Just kidding.
No,
I like it too.
why I'm wearing it is because it's the only loose neck shirt that I have.
I thought it was it's more loose than what you normally wear.
Because I have a fucking
Yeah.
sunburn and I don't want. So I put on like this and then these pants because it's like, well, they have holes in them so they're airy. But I do look like a 40-year-old man trying to look cool.
You look like a fucking bank robber is what you look like, dude. I like it.
That's
you look
pretty
at the
cool.
Hamburglar?
No, it's a good look. Don't take that too much to heart.
No,
I
it's
like
fine.
the shirt.
I didn't think
It
the
just
Hamburglar
breathes.
at all.
I need more breathable. I need sunburn shirts.
Dude, yeah.
That's when you know you have it bad. You have sunburn shirts.
Hey, before
Yeah.
you leave, I'll hook you up with a couple Jareds, couple XLs. What do you say?
Cut the necks out.
Yeah. Just fucking, dude, those 80s muscle man tank tops.
Oh
That's what
my
you should wear tomorrow.
The Travis Barkers.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So before we go, real quick, and sorry to bury this at the end of the episode, but we did ask a question on Instagram last night, and I did want to address this before we
Oh,
went.
that's right.
Thank you guys so much for responding, and I'm going to read a couple of them. So we asked,
shit.
what was your first worst job?
First worst.
All right. And we got a few replies. I'm going to read a couple of them here. Should we say the names of the people who...
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
mention them.
All right.
at least like their handles or whatever.
All right, I'm going to start from the bottom. So we have at Horror Kitten.
Nice.
She said, at a local golf club, just did not fit in. Worked as a girl behind the desk selling golfers beers or snacks. Okay. Occasionally had to be a waitress. Not my forte. Was told not to put my hands around the rim of the glass by a customer. Sorry, I had no training. Couldn't remember a soft drink order and got yelled at by a coworker. And yeah, just not a good experience. Also shared tips.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's the kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kicker. Shared. No. I work for my money.
Yeah.
Guess what? If I'm shitty, I don't get that money.
Yeah.
So no sharing of tips.
Yeah.
We have another one by Shay D Lady.
I get it.
Nice.
Shady lady.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Smart. At the dining hall. Okay, this is where it gets weird. Shay D Lady says, at the dining hall at the cult my parents sent me to. I think I made $2.30 an hour.
Dude, that's fucked up. That's slave labor.
Now I know Shay. I need to know if she's being literal or not.
I need to know about this fucking cult.
Right? Shay, send us more.
Yeah.
Let us know about that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Give us a follow up.
Yeah.
And then we got the apple of Josh's eye.
Oh, my wife.
Your lovely lady.
At the Dianosaurus at a grocery store that gave away free turkeys if you spent $50 right before Thanksgiving.
God, that sounds like it was a shit show.
Dude, who would... Okay. I need to know if Diana was the turkey counter. Like, was she in charge of those said turkeys?
Because you got to check off which turkeys got sold for free.
You're
got
just
out
not
for free.
slinging turkey.
You're not giving turkeys away willy-nilly.
No.
You ain't fucking Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
Dude.
And last but least, we have Geese and Girly. She said...
Wait, not least, right?
Well, last... But not least. Did I say last and least?
Last and most definitely least.
And you know you're not the least out there. She said Edmund Life and Leisure, which is funny because that's the job I had before I worked at the guitar pedal place, Keeley Electronics. Hey, the guitar pedal place. What a dad. What a
Okay,
dad.
hold on. I went to my dad's for
You work
Father's
at that
Day.
guitar place still?
My parents still think that I work at a drum company for some fucking reason. I say the word pedal company, and they go, like a drum pedal, right? I'm like, no, thanks for knowing that kick pedals exist, but no, it's
Yeah.
so funny.
Well, thank you guys gals. Actually, here's the crazy thing. Everybody that replied was a lady.
Nice.
Guess what? We're doing something right.
Yeah.
We got the ladies responding. Guys, step it up. Quit being fucking wiener boys.
Pull your dicks out of your hands.
Pull your dicks out of your boys.
Are we gonna do this?
I think
something like this again?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So,
that'd be cool.
So hey, hop on. Hop on next time. We'll think of something real witty and funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, find us on Instagram at Boys Podcast.
Yep. And Twitter at Tweets of Boys.
Tweets of boys.
Boys at boyspodcast.com. Just wrapping it up here. I don't know why I got to repeat this. If you're this far in, you already know.
Yeah. Well, just a friendly reminder, just in case you're.
We'll be posting more shit for you guys to comment on. We might do some more fun stuff with that, i.e. giveaways and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.